Hi everyone, my name is Ashlyn and today I'm going to be showing you how to use a graphic design platform called Canva. And this is to not be confused with our Canvas website that we use for grades and assignments. So without further ado, I just want to give you some points of why I like it as a college student, and then we'll jump into how to access it and how to use it. So I just want to say that I've used this many times throughout my college career. I've used it for logos, I've used it for flyers, I've used it for posters, Instagram posts, and presentations even. So there's so many different options you can use this for. You can also use it outside of class if you want to make YouTube thumbnails, if you want to do Instagram stories. There's so many possibilities with this platform. What I really like about it too is you can use it on your phone or your laptop, but I typically recommend using it on your computer or laptop, just because you have more space to work on, so it's easier to see the design elements you're working with. Without further ado, let's jump right in to Canva itself. So go to your search engine, whatever you're using. Super quick and easy how to access and sign up, by the way. I'm so excited to show you guys. So just type in Canva, hit enter, and this is kind of what it brings you to. This is their logo. It's blue and white, super simple, and what they say it is Canva is a graphic design platform used to create social media graphics, presentations, posters, documents, and other visual content. So that's just kind of, again, reiterating what it is. And then we're just going to click on this first link that shows up, Canva official site, design anything in minutes. And mine's gonna automatically bring me to this page, and it should be for yours too. So we have two options, log in or sign up. You guys are gonna hit sign up and just sign yourselves right up. It'll just ask for your name, email, and a password, and that's all you need to sign up. This account, if you want, is a free one. You can also upgrade to a more monthly payment one, I believe it is, but I find it pretty expensive, and I just don't find it necessary that you need to spend money on the expensive one. When you do type in your name, email, and password, you will hit start your program or whatever, and you'll choose what you want to use it for. I typically choose student or the self-promotional one. There's also like a small business option, a teacher one, but since we are students and we want to use it for ourselves, typically I just stick to those two options. But again, it doesn't really matter that much. And then from there, when you choose whatever one you want, it will tell you if you want to have outreaches to people. Just skip that in the top right side, and let's begin in. I'm just going to log into mine. Mine's just already connected to the computer. All you need to do to log in is your email and password. That's all you have to memorize to log in. So now that we are all logged in, all caught up with each other, this is what mine looks like. Yours may look a smidge different depending on what option you chose. Also, I've created a few things, so it's kind of tampered to what I've been using it for. So these are my recommended posts right here. It gives you a bunch of different options for templates you want to use. Like I said, flyers, logos, website, YouTube thumbnail, stuff like that. There's so many more options to choose from. You can also go up here on the top left, and it gives you a bunch of different options for you to use it for. If you don't like that and having to scroll through things, you can also just search something. So if I want to do like a YouTube thumbnail or something, it gives me all these different options for templates. And then if you don't want a template, but you just want one of those to make for yourself, again, you can just do YouTube thumbnail, hit that. Just an example. These are all generated little thumbnails templates. You can change any of these colors or words or anything you want to make it your own. But if you don't like having the template, you can create a blank YouTube thumbnail. Super easy to do. I'm going to go back to the home page. I'm going to show you guys some of the ones that I've worked on. In the top left, we have recommended for you and then all your designs. These are the only two tabs you really need to worry about, along with the templates and the search bar, the recommended. All that stuff I feel like is the only important thing you really need to know to navigate around the site. All the other stuff I feel like you don't really need to use unless you're kind of a like social media influencer where you want to have yourself reminded and reach to other people. So these are some of my example posts that I have and used it for. I use these as an example post thing. Super easy to use. We'll get to that in a little bit. I use this for a social media post. I've used this for a cover to one of my podcasts. I've used it to post on my social media for my class for tzatziki recipe and like how to do it. Here's how I made my logo is with this site. Different things I've used it for. I've used it for YouTube thumbnails. The options, again, in and outside of class are just great. So if we want to create a design, all you have to do is either click on a template and you can click a pre-made one, or you can click on start a blank one. I'm just going to choose this create a design right here. Use that. And let's just do a quote. I think that's just kind of nice and simple. And we can choose the different quote kind of thing we want to do. Let's do a quote social, let's do a motivational quote social graphic. So when you click on it, this is what your blank template will look like. So you have a blank white page, and on it you'll have a thing that say add notes, duplicate page, and add page, and then down here is also an add page. That is just kind of like the typical things on the page. If you click on the page itself, it will bring you to here where you can change the page colors if you want to. So I'm just gonna leave mine blank just for now. These right here are the templates. If you can see, this tells you what tab you are in. So this is the templates tab. You can click on any of these and it will just give you the template itself. I will show you as an example. So I'll do this one right here. This just gives you the tab itself. If you want, you can change the words in it. You can change the different colors and such of it. You can flip things around, all of that. But I don't want this one. So I'm just going to delete everything off of here. So I'm just going to click Control A and hit delete. Now we are back to our blank one. Again, I'm just going to change the color back to white. We're just at our blank one again. That's just what the templates tab is for you. And again, you can search up here for different templates that you want relating to what you want it to be about. Uploads is where you upload your own images to use. I've used this for like thumbnails and stuff. So I'll just upload like a picture of me and I'll add words to it, stuff like that. You can do the same thing with videos and audio. Just take them straight from your computer. All you have to do is hit upload media, and either you can choose from device, Facebook, Google Drive, Instagram, or Dropbox. I've only done it from device and Instagram just because those are where my photos are typically held. And you just select the photos and it will upload straight to here, and you can just click on it and it will put it right on there. You don't like it, just hit delete and it will delete it for you. So that's just that tab. Next we have photos. This is where you can search for photos that someone else has taken. So if I wanted like a flower, I could look up a flower and it'll give me different options for flowers. I do want to note one thing though. You see this thing that has a little crown that says Pro? This is for people who have the paid version of Canva, so it will put it on for free so they don't have a watermark. If you take the picture that has Pro on it, it will give you a watermark on your image. You can find ones that are free. You just kind of have to do a little bit more digging, which is fine. Us college students, we are good at digging. So this one's free. I know there's more in here. This one's free. All you have to do is click on it and it will show you the image on here. And again, you can change the size, the width, stuff like that. I don't want it on here, just as an example. So that is kind of like things you can do. I've looked up dogs before, and that one's such a cute little dog. I've looked at pizza, stuff like that. They also have this tab right here where you can scroll down and look at different ones, and you can just find what you want, depending on what we need. Elements, these are more for like the design elements. So if you want to add like a border around words, if you want to add a border to the page, a little drawings, images, or little cartoons, stuff like that. Arrows, hearts, circles, shapes, anything like that is what this is. These are like previously looked up ones. These are recently used, and they have featured ones, and then just like typical ones that people kind of like reach for, I guess. You can also look for things. Typical one I look for is like a rectangle. It's already coming up because I use it so often. I like to use this and like put words over it, and I can like change the size of it and stuff. There's that. And again, you can like look up different things. You can look up a flower, you can look up a dog, and it will just show elements relating to that. And again, it's the same thing as the photos. There's pro versions, and then they have free versions. So you just kind of have to do a little digging. Next, we have text. This is where you can add text to your image or whatever. So my name is Ashlyn. Ha ha ha. Ashlyn can. She is a woman. Where you can add text. They have the heading, subheading, and body of text. Doesn't really matter which one you can choose because you can always just change the size and the font you want right here. If you want more of like a bold font, you can try searching bold, and it will give you all the bold fonts relating to what you want to look up, and you can just click on them. Super easy. There are some pro fonts as well, but there's so many options, you should be okay. They also have these like pre-made ones that they have, which I always like to use the sparkle one. I think it's just so cute. We can put Ashlyn in it, and we can change the size. We can drag it around. Let's move it around. Let's put it right here. You can also rotate it. Super easy. I don't like the font. I can change the font, and it can still have that fun like sparkly look to it. I can change the color to whatever I want it to be, stuff like that. So that's just kind of the font page. You can also add bullet points in. You can change the alignment of it. You can change the size, as mentioned. You can either do this, or you can just put in, I want to make it like 60. Other things that you can do are, I'm going to skip the audio and videos just because I typically don't use those styles. These are pre-made color styles, so this one's like the Luscious Lemonade version, so you can like choose between all of these styles, and it will just create the document around those colors. They have the Voga one, I believe is how it's pronounced, and again, you can just shuffle between the colors so it has a certain color scheme within your posts. And then lastly, I think it's important to note the background. You can search different backgrounds for your post. I always like to do like a sky or like lines or something, and these are free, but they also have versions where some are pro and some are not, so you have to keep in mind of that. So those are basically all the different design elements that you need to know about. If I wanted to put this as my background, I did the lines. All you have to do is search lines, and it would just show up right there. So Ashlyn can, she is a woman. We'll say it's by me. We'll make this straight again. I feel like it's a little hard to read. I'm just going to add a box behind it, so I'm going to look up a rectangle. Whatever design you want, it's super versatile. And then if I want to change the color of this box, as long as you have this selected, you can change the color. Let's make it white. I don't know. Let's make it gray. Ooh, fancy. You can add different design elements. But say this is like how you wanted the end to look up. You just hit this download button. And I always just do the suggested. And then I don't do any different sizing or anything and all that, but I just hit download, and it just downloads it straight to my computer. And mine will just like pop up in the corner right there, and that's it. And all you have to do is upload it to where you need to. You can also share it, and you can hit emails you want to share it to and such. So that is how you use the Canva site. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.